Alright, guys, so I got a little something to tell you guys that there's going to be a lot of people already, I know, putting down this video, which honestly at this point I ain't give a shit. So soon I will be doing away with all smartphones. They're nothing but trouble. Now, what I mean by that is I recently had my bank account hacked, and I have had over $4,000 stolen out of my account. Now that came back to somehow with my smartphone, which was not nothing I did, but rather the way the smartphones are being built today. You see, they're being built, and a lot of you probably know this, and a lot of you probably more so don't know this. I have iPhone, and actually Samsung is just about the same way. You ever notice ads, especially on YouTube, where, like, if you're talking about something with your family, or even your buddies, or with whoever, for that matter, to put it the simplest way, I guess, to explain that is, have you wondered or noticed that things you talk about, certain things, for example, buying certain things, later that day or a week later, you see ads pop up on YouTube? That's your smartphone actually recording you without your consent. And basically, it's gaining intel on you 24/7. Your sleep schedule. It's listening to you. Even when you think you have it turned off or just not using it, the screen's not, it's listening to you. And smartphones today are getting a lot easier to hack. They have a device out there, which I'm not going to throw the name out there, okay? Because that device should not even be available to the public for no reason. But it's what hackers are using. They're buying this device for under $180. It's about the size of your key fob card chain. And they can walk around the store and collect all of your data off of your cell phone, the frequency off your key fob if they wanted to steal your credit card, or, well, if they wanted to steal your vehicle later. A lot of people don't know this. Those key fobs to unlock your car doors, every 4 times you hit unlock or lock, the frequency code in that key fob will change. And they capture that. Okay? They steal that information, that frequency code that's on there. And that also steals your credit card information, which that's old news, but all these banks and everyone else saying, no one can intercept that RFID chip. That's complete bullshit. I know. I learned the hard way, and I didn't do nothing wrong. Someone had that and must have sold that information on the dark web, And it's been a headache since. It's going on 2-3 weeks now. And I'll tell you what, it all comes back to this smart technology that's, honestly, in my opinion, if you're a growing man, do things the hard way. It's better to keep you protected than to have a smartphone and have that do everything for you. Because the more and more newer versions of these smartphones that come out, the actual less security they have and easier they are being able to be hacked. And they're listening to you, which is no new news. Well, some new news for that. We all know they track us, which I can give two shits about that. I got nothing to hide where I go. But point being is these hackers and these cell phone companies, especially Google, if you use a Google browser, your Safari, that actually records all your information with whatever you Google. It could be just from a recipe all the way to where can I take my car for an oil change, if you guys get my drift, okay? And what these companies do, these Google companies with those servers, they sell all your information and they do not know who they're selling that information to. Oftentimes it's hackers. Now, the purpose of this video really is to let you guys know about why I'm doing away with a smartphone. And I'm going back right here, as you see, to a cheap flip phone, nothing fancy. No internet. I can connect it if I want, but it's pointless. To call and text, that's all I need. And aside from this, I am 100% switching over to a satellite phone. Because the technology today, they have no technology to intercept any data off of a satellite phone or even an old school flip phone like this that's not considered a smart flip phone. Okay? And this has all kinds of encryption because they can also listen to your phone calls with the frequency of your cell phone nowadays. If you have something that is personal, maybe you're talking to your girlfriend or your wife or your kids, and you have a smartphone and they're using that tool, and they can connect antennas to that tool too, you guys. They can get up to like 500 feet and you wouldn't know they were there. They can be in a coffee shop, a Starbucks, intercepting everyone's information, passwords on their smartphones, everything, as long as it's hooked up to Wi-Fi. And they create fake Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi SSID numbers or names. And no one thinks twice. They actually have technology where they can literally intercept airplane, one like a Delta or American Airlines. I don't even know if that's still available or out there, that name anymore, but they can gain access to all the Wi-Fi in that plane from the ground, as long as they point their antenna at it, and they can basically control that plane. Hotel keys, they can clone that key with this device just by walking past you, and they can unlock your motel door. So it's up to you guys what you want to do. But, you know, I'm a grown ass man. We get too addicted. We get too, what's the word I want to use here? We get too selfish on having the luxury of a cell phone. basically a computer in our pocket when we need it. And we're always on there. Talk about self-awareness too. It's hard to be self-aware of your surroundings if you're not self-disciplined. And many of us are not. I am. But to know when to be on your phone in public, when not to be, for all kinds of reasons. But the point being is, bottom line, smartphones today, you're not benefiting from companies, hackers. They're benefiting from these smartphones. Android, iOS, doesn't matter what smart device it is. You're not benefiting no more from it. There is no security on them. They say there is not. So for me, to protect myself, satellite, an old school flip phone, nothing fancy. Equivalent to like a Walmart track phone, flip phone. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And I urge you guys to check your bank account statements thoroughly and make sure you don't have any charges, and a specific charge referred to as Twitch Interactive, because they got me. So something for you all to think about, and hopefully this video contains some useful information for you guys. Don't be a victim to these piece of shit smartphones they have today, because it is not worth it. So for this one, you guys, Gavel Carry will be coming very soon, next week, 2 weeks. And also, might as well throw out there, I found a company for pure raw tear gas powder that exceeds 95% of tear gas potency for what law enforcement uses. So this will be interesting. I will be making those for sale. Not sure of the price yet. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this video. And let me know your thoughts. As always, stay smart. Stay vigilant. Stay aware of everything in life. Smart technology and your surroundings. Stay 511, guys.